Hey everyone, Simon back here with the Modern Awakened Perspective, your map for the path to enlightenment. This is my second video of the day for this Wednesday, May 22nd, 2019. And this video is about Google and one of their employees being offered a severance package to leave because he is a conservative and a Christian. Obviously, that's not what they want at their company. Now, before I get into this video, please give me a thumbs up if you like this sort of content. Subscribe to the channel, and if you hit the little bell, you'll get notified when I put out new videos. All of that will help people find this video, this sort of content, down the road when they go to search for it. So let me go ahead and get into this story for you. I call this Google Offers Severance Package to Conservative Christian. Google software engineer Mike Wacker, who is a conservative and a Christian, recently had a meeting with his manager and human resources where he claims to have been offered a severance package from the company. Clearly, his values don't match with the company's. Now, this is very indicative of how things work at Google. Google, Facebook, and Twitter are doing everything they can to silence prominent conservatives and their supporters. On Tuesday, the engineer Wacker posted an open letter about the company's far-left outrage mobs and witch hunts. Now, this article describes the harassment and abuse open conservatives suffer through at the intolerant tech giant. The company uses anonymous bias reporting channels to shut down dissent. Wacker wrote, "If left unchecked, these outrage mobs will hunt down any conservative, any Christian, and any independent free thinker at Google who does not bow down to their agenda." In one case, Wacker describes a fellow Republican employee who was reported for saying nice things about University of Toronto psychology professor Dr. Jordan Peterson. He was given a note in writing that said, "One Googler raised a concern that you appeared to be promoting and defending Jordan Peterson's comments about transgender pronouns, and this made them feel unsafe at work." Clearly, it's a biased workplace for the far left. And by the way, I love Dr. Jordan Peterson myself. He's one of the 3 smartest people I've ever studied. I've read his book, 12 Rules for Life. It's great. Also, I've watched tons of his videos on YouTube, and I highly recommend people checking out his work. Now back to Google. In November 2018, a group of Google employees published another open letter calling for its employer to cancel plans to build a censored search engine for China. The Google employees were very upset that Google's Project Dragonfly would allow the Chinese government to blacklist certain search terms. Now, they are doing the same thing here and across the world, for sure. Now, I've heard from many people that I follow on YouTube that their content is nearly impossible to find on Google. Now, this is just part of the bigger plan, the agenda to squash any voice that doesn't fit their left-wing agenda. I hardly use Google at all anymore myself, maybe for getting some images, occasionally for these thumbnails. I prefer the Brave browser. It's actually a lot faster, and you can get paid in cryptocurrency just for using their browser. And I recommend the DuckDuckGo search engine. It's definitely much better. No censorship at all. Anything you want to search for is there. There's no shadow banning, any of those kind of things. So I thought this was a story definitely worth reporting on, very relevant in my opinion, especially because this is the sort of content that I make that I know they don't approve of. None of these left-wing social media companies really want me promoting this sort of message, this sort of content. So, as usual, the comment section is open. I love to hear what you guys think. Please feel free to comment whether you agree or disagree. But that's the story from my perspective. I'll see you guys tomorrow.